Right, good morning everyone. Now I've cut some long strips and they're about, let's tell you, 16 centimetres long, and then they're not even perfect. I've just cut them off a piece of fabric that I have here. We do have this in the shop. Cut a long piece, cut them all into 4, and then just rounded them off slightly, and as you can see they're misshaped, they're not perfect at all, but round them off and just seal them, seal the fabric off. Like that. This is satin, gorgeous plum colour. Needle and thread, yeah, knotted at the end. One side, the straight edge. And you end up with that. Now keep that gathered on the needle. Quick way to singe all your ends together. Keep hold of it as it is. And just do a couple of tacking stitches in the end. That's all you need to do. And you get that. Now this is about 1.5 inches wide. So you get a 3-inch wide flower. And as you can see, it's not even perfect, but I'm not fussed. You can't always cut this straight, and it will help with the shape of the petal. Now I've got the glue gun on. Yep, that's ready. Then give it a quick singe. These are so easy. That's all you've got to do. Pop the knot back in there so it's ready for next time. Now, again, take your lighter and we're going to melt these down a bit. You just pop the flame to the edge, follow the contour of the flower, and you can see the difference straight away. And that's what you're after. That's why I do them 1.5 inches wide. Because you've still got quite a bit of the petal itself. See, like that? So then you need to take some felt. You need to make quite a few. So I also need to melt some of mine because they're not finished. So I'm going to do that in a minute, and I'll turn the camera off and come back when I've finished that. But we're going to start it off and see how we get on. I already, oh, and I made the bud. Now I've shown you how to do the bud, haven't I? So you can go watch another video, how I think yesterday I showed you, or the day before, how to make the bud. So you need that bud. So I'm going to come back when I've done all of these, and we'll continue with this flower. I still not found Lee, Teresa Lee, unless you've in the shop and left the message when I told you to leave it. I can't find it. Maybe I've missed it. Right, now I've sorted mine out into small, medium and large. And it doesn't matter, I just do a batch of them because I'm doing a French couture flower. So I've just got a piece of felt ready. So you need a fairly large circle. It's going to be a large flower. And I'm not sure how many I did. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 of those. I think it's 12 of those. I'd say that was a large. 11 of those. 2, 4. Do 10, 10 and 6. That'll do. And your bud. Right, so what we're going to do now is to start fill this flower out. So I'm going to start with the larger ones. Now I might not need them all. Normally we'd start and wrap them around the bud, but I'm not going to do that today. So we're just going to start and overlap them. Make sure you've got them the right way. And I love this fabric because it just melts perfectly. All misshaped and that. So, really good to do what you want to do, this flower. This is a beautiful, beautiful flower. And I'm basically just going to layer and layer and layer. Look how that is gorgeous. But don't forget to overlap. So it's half on, half off. Get yourself used to saying it. Half on, half off. Now that just got a few fibres. Don't want to get in the way of anything. There you go, perfect. Now it's left me some so I can make another flower afterwards, so that's fine. Now go down a size, like that. And you're going in between those. And go in a bit. Just to the front of those, just here to the front. Sorry, I'm just going to get some more glue. Yeah, let's press that down. And again, go half in, half on, half off. So you're going in between the petals, basically. Sorry, I'm just going to have to put this glue in. There we go. Still overlapping. And just sitting them in front. Make sure you've got it the right way around. That could be classed as a larger one, so could that actually. And that. I want these thinner ones so they're not as broad. Yeah, I can get that on. And then that one. And that fills that gap just there. So now I can see what I've got. Gorgeous. They look like rosettes. So I'm going to call this my rosette flower. Now I can't just put that in there. It's not going to look right. I need to wrap it with some of these. So what I'm going to do is just to wrap around the edge or the base of that. The smaller ones. And just do that. 3 will do for this project. And these are the smaller ones. Actually, that might do. No, I'm going to put 3 on. See, like, oh yes, definitely. And then we're going to put another one around that. Like that. Yeah, that's it. See my little bud? Don't worry about anything like that. And just squeeze that in. Yeah, that'll do, I think. So now we've got that. If I could put that on there, I think, shall I? So I don't want to overdo it, because I don't want to make it look odd. So now what I'm going to do is just to wrap the whole thing and pop that in the centre like that. And look at that for a rose. That's just gorgeous. So we'll leave them to one side. I might make another centre and do a different flower. That's just beautiful. I don't have to do any more to it apart from adding the right, hang on, the only thing I'm going to do is just to snip these, see there, because I want to see the bud, and just take my flame to them, and that'll melt again like that. Isn't that gorgeous? But then what I'm going to do is to make the leaves. So I'm just going to put these away to one side and make that into a flower in a minute. See what we can do with it. Might make a smaller one of those. So I've got my silk taffeta. Like I say, we have got this in the shop. There's been a mistake in the shop. For some reason, I did put this taffeta down. You get a big, really big piece. And it was on sale. It's supposed to be £2 because it's not cheap, this. It's proper silk taffeta. So it was on for £2. And for some unknown reason, it's gone down to £1.50, I think. So I've already packed all those orders from this week. They're going out today. Sorry, Saturday, tomorrow. So you've got it cheap. You've got it for a lot less than what it should be. And I have had to alter the price because when I buy things in, I have to take into consideration charges and that. So if you're buying it, if you bought it up to last week, you're getting it for cheaper than what it is this week. But it's still worth, because you get a massive piece, a really big piece. And it's still worth the extra 50p because it's amazing. Fabulous stuff to work with, and it's silk taffeta. It's not a cheap fabric. Right, so I've just cut, folded it in four. I'm going to do 4 leaves. And what I'm going to do with these, even though they've got the ends off, doesn't matter, is to snick. Put 3 little snicks in them. On each side. Not that you'll see the bottom ones. And then I'm just going to take my lighter and burnish them like that, see? Fold it in half. And just do that. And you've got a nice leaf. And put 2 together. But put them at an angle. Not straight like that. Turn them at an angle. So go half in, like that, pop them at an angle, and just keep sewing till you catch that, and then just follow the line. and you end up with that. That's fine. I'm happy with that. And we do that again. Start at the end, go to the middle, cross it over, and then just start folding it, sewing it back to there. Like that. Right, so we've got that. I'm going to take my flower, turn it upside down, and yeah, you know, we've put this on, but that can't be helped. But I'm going to put this in between. So that's going to go in there, in between the flowers, each petal. Like that. It looks more natural. And then we're going to do the same here. In that one there. And that, just sit them in there like that. And just make sure they're pinned down. And then what I can do, take the smaller one if I want, and just pop some of those in front. See, just to fill that out. That's better. I'm going to do one more here. Just to fill that bit out. There, like that. Gorgeous, aren't they? Just a stunning flower. Well, that's helpful. I'm actually going to put one in here. But it just looks like it's missing one for some reason. Just in there. Like that. That's better. Thanks for watching. Take care and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.